Hey, what's going on? This is a little video about my Game of Life program that I made for FreeCodeCamp based on John Conway's Game of Life, which was created in 1970. This was a FreeCodeCamp project made in React with using SAS. And I also used the Foundation CSS framework. So basically, you have this grid, which at any given time has cells, which are the blue ones. They're alive, and the blank ones are not alive or dead, I guess. And then right over here, this will tell you the amount of live cells at any given time. So what happens is it goes by rounds. So each round, some rules are applied, and then if you click the docs button, it's going to give you some information about the game. So the rules are basically any cell with fewer than 2 neighbors is going to die from loneliness or underpopulation. Any cell with 2 or 3 neighbors is going to live. Any cell with over 3 neighbors dies. These are live cells. And then any dead cell with exactly 3 neighbors becomes alive through reproduction, I guess. So the neighbors would be, each cell has 8 neighbors, the left and right, top and bottom, and the diagonals. So just like it'd be like the middle piece of a tic-tac-toe board has 8 other boxes touching it, kind of is how you could think of it. So these docs are going to tell you what all the different buttons do, but this video is just going to show you. And to get out of docs, you can just click off it, or you can click the X, but you can just click to the side. So start is going to start it. So boom, click start, and there it goes. And it's definitely running a little slower because of this video. It takes up a lot of the computer's, my Chromebook's power. And then this button will stop it. And you can see, we'll stop it and we'll take a look. So right now there's 309 live cells, and it's gone through 16 rounds. So it's applied those rules to every single cell on the board 16 times at this point. And it'll run a lot faster, like when you come here and use it. But you can adjust the speed at which the rounds go by with the speed factor slider. So the lower the speed factor is, the faster it's going to go through each round. So 1 is actually pretty fast. Let's see how fast it is, though, when we're recording this video. So that's not that fast. So it's actually going really slow, but that's okay. You still get the idea of what's happening. What else do we have here? Yep. So these buttons over here, stop. The clear button will totally clear the board. Everything's dead. And what you can come and do is you can add your own. You can add your own board. So we'll add a few squares. And once you're done adding your own board, you can click save. Say like you come up with some really cool thing or whatever, click save. And then you get this little message, board saved for this session. Use print to load your saved board. Just to let you know what's up. So anyway, you start your session or whatever. And you notice like the brand new cells, like when they're first born, they're lighter blue. And then when they've been there for over 1 second, they're going to be that darker color or whatnot. So that way you get a good visual of like what's happening with the board. The one I made, those are two things called gliders. Um, they just like kind of move across the board, reproducing. It's really weird. Let's stop the board. I don't know. I forget what these are called, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you have three things, that's just gonna like sit there and go back and forth like that forever. Um, it's some kind of oscillator. Uh, so clear the board. Reset is going to give you a random board, and everything, like I said, everything is going to happen a lot quicker when you're actually using it. So every time you hit reset, yeah, you get a completely different board. And the amount of live cells is going to be based on the life factor. So basically, each cell right now has a 1 in 5 chance of being alive when you reset the board. So if we move it over to say 10 and reset the board, you should notice that there'll be a lot less live cells. It thinned out the herd, so to speak. Well, it was on 9, but anyway. And then we bring it back down to 2 and reset the board. You should notice a big difference. So there's 276. And now that we've reset it, there's 1,260 with the life factor of 2. But say we want to, like, remember our save board? Say we, like, I want to see my save board again. You should be able to go to print, and it's going to recall your save board for you. And it works. So that's pretty cool. So you're, like, as long as, like, if you close the page or reload the page, you'll lose that information, but you can do it for the current session you're in. And you can also change the cell size. You can switch to a large cell format like that. It's going to be a lot less cells. There's also medium is the normal, and then there's also a small cell format. It might take a minute to load up. Might not load up at all with the video running. It takes about half a second. I've got it on a set timeout. Oh, but it loaded it all right. I'd be afraid to even play this with a video recording. Let's move light factor back out to 5 and reset our board on medium. So like this 5 is the normal light factor setting or whatever. There we go. The board should look something like that when you start it. You can also change the color of mature cells if you want. So you can set it to red. So basically, yeah, I give you a ton of different options. And you should definitely play around with it and see what kind of cool stuff you can create. You could Google things like glider guns and acorns and other weird stuff like that you can pop in and have some really cool patterns happen. But yeah, this is my app, and this is basically how you get around inside of it. So definitely check it out and let me know what you think. All right, laters.